Hey Scorpios, this is Perigaea Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well and having a lovely week. Today I'm going to be asking the universe what is coming up for you in the following week of July, 2023. What is your person thinking and feeling about you? And what is any advice that you need from Spirit? Also, please remember that roles can be reversed as this is a general reading. So, universe, I just ask, what is coming up for my Scorpio signs in love? What advice do you have for my Scorpios? What advice do you have for my Scorpios? I gotta pick up that card, guys. One sec. Oh. So this Knight of Wands has jumped out at me a couple of times. You could have someone coming towards you suddenly. They could be a they could be a fire sign, but I'm also sensing that you want to sort of check their intentions. They're going to come in hot and passionate, but there's not necessarily real commitment intended here. So I would just, if you're okay with that, then that's fine. That's great. But if that's something that you're not quite comfortable with, I would keep my eye out for that. Yeah, and then the Knight of Cups in the reverse here. So this could definitely be somebody with a bit of a player energy, coming in lighthearted, like they just want to have fun, and that seems positive always when it comes in. But the thing is that it doesn't necessarily turn into something that's going to be positive for you if your intentions are different. So yeah, be aware that there's the possibility of someone who might try to come in. They might end it suddenly, and it could end in pain for you. It could end in unhappiness for you. And, any of us who've dealt with a player before perhaps know that this is what players are looking for from somebody, is they're generally looking to make themselves feel better by making somebody else feel worse. And so if that's, if you're not the player, it's not a good situation for you. So just keep your eyes open, Scorpios. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. We've seen 2 10s so far. This could be somebody, oh gosh, could be dealing with a Capricorn. But yeah, definitely sensing a negative energy here. Someone who's just looking for a physical connection, and also probably just looking to draw some confidence out of you through this chain of toxicity. That is all about physicality. It's all about the material realm. So I'd be careful with that, Scorpio. Yeah. This could be someone that you know from work. This is the second time that I've seen the Lovers in the reverse. So yeah, definitely then all the signs of just a quick love affair. A love affair that is not serious. So I would keep my eyes open. You also could be dealing with a Gemini, Scorpios, for a particular person who might be coming in this week to communicate with you. Oh my goodness. And now we have the 7 of Swords. So yeah, and again, the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is saying this could be someone who maybe sort of sneaks into your life via some kind of like a favor done for you. I'm almost seeing someone like changing a tire, something like that, where there's this little favor that they do for you. And so you maybe think, oh, I'll give this person a chance. I'll let them in, but be careful, Scorpio, is what I feel the universe is trying to just be aware that this is someone who their intentions are not very good. They're certainly not long term, and I would say that they're not good. It's someone who wants to drain you of your essence. Yep, here they are again. So, but I feel like with the Knight, because the Knight of Wands is in the upright, it's someone who is able to paint their intentions and their sort of attitude towards love in a positive light to make it seem like, oh, this isn't bad. I'm not doing any wrong or any harm to you. And it's like, yeah, but you are. So just because someone doesn't seem to feel guilty does not mean that they don't have reason to. In fact, oftentimes, Scorpio, It's the people with the least amount of empathy who walk around feeling no guilt. And that's the strange thing, is that within sort of normal society, what we tend to do is interpret guilt, the feeling of guilt, as actual guilt. But it's the opposite of that, because when someone has the capacity to feel guilt, they're showing that they care about the implication of their actions towards other people. Whereas if someone feels no guilt whatsoever, this could also mean that they're just a good person, that they don't have any reason to feel guilty. But it can also just mean that they have no empathy. So even if they've done wrong, they just don't care. So I'm just saying, don't take things at face value. Listen to your spirit. All right. So universe, what is going on for my Scorpios? What is coming up for my Scorpios in love? What is coming up for my Scorpios this week? What do they have coming up in love, and what messages do they need? All right. It's a long pre-shuffle, guys. I'll try to be quick here. Could be dealing with a Cancer sign or a Sagittarius. Oh, okay. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse to the Two of Cups in the reverse. This could definitely be someone dealing with a situation where they feel like they've been betrayed, or they're feeling a bit jealous, or maybe they've communicated some jealousy to a person in a romantic context. And it seems as if the relationship has been a bit betrayed. But with the Four of Swords in the reverse to the Ace of Swords in the reverse, I think it's possible that there could be communication coming up soon, but the veracity of what this person is going to be saying is something you might want to look out for. It could be that there's been a period of silence between you and someone that you've been involved with, but I would say that it's possible that this person, maybe felt like it was possible that you were cutting them out of their life. And so that's why they maybe didn't speak to you, but I'd say that they're probably going to try to come back and speak to you and see if they can get back in. But I would be careful, because with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, they might be speaking untruths. With the Page of Cups in the reverse here as well, I sense that this person was not truly apologetic over something that may have had to do with a third party. Yeah. And I feel like that what that did between the two of you is it created a sense of you not being interested in cooperating with them, or maybe I feel like they were not cooperative with you. I'm sensing an energy here of like asking somebody about maybe a third party or some kind of, sort of iffy situation in their life. And because they weren't particularly forthright or sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just ambitious in their attempts to persuade you that, they were faithful to you, that you just kind of lost interest. Yeah, again here with the Three of Cups. So I'd say that, this is a lighthearted connection up until this point, but that the communication stopped. But with the Three of Cups here, again, I definitely think there's a possibility of a third party situation. And with the Magician in the reverse, yeah, there's definitely either the possibility of some sneaky energy here, or someone who perceives that the other person is being sneaky, or could possibly potentially be sneaky. And with what we saw in the pre-shuffle, I'd say that that's accurate, Scorpios. So at the core of the reading, we have the Chariot in the reverse to the Temperance in the reverse. So what I'm sensing here is mainly that you're dealing with a person who has not moved on. This is someone who has not moved on from a partner that they have not healed, because it's not necessarily that that they are still in love with this other person, but maybe that perhaps that they were were in a situation where they felt like they'd been sort of gotten the better of, and because of that not healing from that, they're still sort of pulled back toward this person. Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone gets the better of you in some way and it just kind of really surprises you, even if you don't necessarily wish to be with this person anymore, you can find yourself feeling drawn back to that connection as if to try to recover something that they took from you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. In the subconscious energy is the Five of Cups. So this is someone who is still grieving, still sad, and I'm sensing that this feels like your person's energy mainly in this reading, Scorpio, but I mean, obviously this could be you because right here, and I would say, this feels like your person. But it could be you. This is someone who is still grieving. They're still very sad about something that was done to them. But this could be you about a past person that maybe you're projecting this onto the current situation. One way or another, but yeah, in the subconscious space is someone who is still in grief, and in the conscious space, this is someone who has not gotten over something that has happened to them. They definitely have not gotten over it, and this is your energy. So, if this is if this main core of the reading is your person's energy, Scorpio, I'd say that you are heavily on this person's mind, and they have not stopped thinking about you, even though they're not communicating with you. So in the recent past, we had the Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody who, I'd say things were changing and going well for them, but the current energy feels very kind of sad and stuck and dire and just sort of dark. But it's like suddenly things kind of became pessimistic for you, in this current energy here. But in the recent past, it was much lighter. It was much more optimistic and happy. In the near future, what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups is options. You've got lots of options, but there's a confusion. You don't really know where to invest. And with the Hanged Man in the reverse, this is somebody who... I'm sensing that this could, if this is your person and how they're reacting to you, is that maybe they're just holding back, thinking that like, well, maybe if I hold back a bit longer, then this person will, absence will make the heart grow fonder, and this person will start to like me or long for me or something. But in your hopes and fears is the Knight of Wands. So I'm sensing here that this is someone who, got played in the past. And so they're very, very sort of anxious about having that happen to them again, perhaps a bit too anxious, perhaps a bit too protective of themselves, because in the outcome we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be somebody who, there are many angles in this situation. This could be somebody, I definitely sense that there has been someone in this situation that is toxic, but whether or not this is your past person or a present person, We'll dive into that. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone who I'm sensing this is an energy of someone not being able to reciprocate because they're so paranoid and so worried that they're going to get used again or misused again, that they just, even when someone is trying to invest in them, they hold back, or, they sort of have... they have a lot of hesitancy. So what is this Chariot in the reverse? Universe to the Temperance in the reverse. Universe. Yeah, the World in the reverse. And it's big because both of these energies, these three energies at the center, we have 4 major arcanas. And that's a lot. And that shows that, the energy is, these things have been big for you, Scorpio. They've been a big deal. And they've weighed heavily upon you. All right, what is this Chariot in the reverse to the Temperance in the reverse? Wow, yep. So with the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands in the reverse, there's definitely been somebody who has come in with this energy of like, brand new thing, but it definitely is coming off like a player energy, like somebody who is not invested. And I would say, because of this energy of not being over something that happened in the past that happened to you, this is an energy of like pushing people away or expecting that everyone's going to be a player, even if they necessarily aren't. Yeah, with the Magician right after that, that definitely, you know, it's not in the reverse, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a sneaky energy, but I feel like it could be saying this is somebody maybe even manifesting this energy into their life because they have unresolved trauma over a past situation. Yeah. Yep, this is somebody who is hesitating, pushing people away, and over-guarded. Or this could just be, you know, this could also be that your person is perceiving you this way, or that, you know, whoever you are in this situation, that your person is, you know, perceiving you as overly guarded and tormented, hesitating because of something that perhaps happened in the past. What is this Five of Cups, universe, in the subconscious space? So, okay. I'm going to take this one first. So, with the Five of Cups down here, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and it's like this is somebody who is seeing themselves as like they're in total grief, and yet I feel like what this is saying is that the reality is that this is a person who has much. You know, they have a lot. They've got it all. They're free. They're on their own. They've got beauty. They've got grace. They've got, you know, spending money. They've got the things that they need, and yet they're perceiving their situation in a way that's keeping them in grief. I feel mainly from that, Scorpios, that there's a dissonance. Oh, and the Seven of Swords keeps popping out, so I'm going to take it. I feel like there's this dissonance. It's like, I feel like what it is it's somebody trying too hard to be clever and to protect themselves by perhaps even over analysis of situations to the point where they block out happiness. Universe, what is this Five of Cups in the subconscious space? Yeah, this is somebody who is trying really hard to be in their right mind and to make the right decision. Oh, that's so peaceful. Wonderful. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. Joyous, lovely human beings. Okay. This is somebody who perhaps happiness is right in front of them, but they're holding back out of fear, you know, and perhaps exhaustion. Universe, is there anything else for this Five of Cups? Oh, yeah, this is somebody who is trying really hard to be clever and quick and understand situations before they even come about, as if to protect themselves. But there's a level of exhaustion that is just kind of making them give up and just kind of throw in the towel, even if there isn't necessarily a reason to. Universe, what is this Wheel of Fortune in the recent past? Yeah, I keep seeing the Magician, guys, and I feel like the universe just really wants you to know that, like, you are in control of your situation and you are manifesting powerfully right now. You're manifesting your life. Your words, your thoughts, your expectations are all manifesting your life. And so, you know, whatever it is that you believe at this point is what is going to manifest for you. Universe, what is this Wheel of Fortune? And I feel like this Wheel of Fortune in the recent past was saying that in the recent past, you were in a place where you were in control over that. You know, where you were like, despite previous victories, you know, you were still willing to step forward. And even when you didn't get what you wished, you were still, you know, trying and faithful and positive and willing to believe that, you know, just because one person messed me around, excuse me, doesn't mean that everybody else will, because that's just one person or maybe even 5 people. It's still only 5 people. And I feel like that's what the universe is kind of saying with this, is that, like, you had faith, you know, you were in a place where you were still willing to take a leap. And there was positivity. And I feel like there's a need for the grace of God, you know, the divine, in your situation. Yeah. Some kind of situation of disappointment, of betrayal, of jealousy caused you to get stuck in your head. It could have been with an Aries. Yeah, and it got you stuck in this past, maybe in relationship to an Aries. It also could have been an earth sign or a Libra. And I feel like the universe is basically saying, you know, take back up that mantle of being in control of your life, of doing the best you can to be positive, of fighting for what it is that you want in your life, and believing that you are manifesting your life and that you are in control and that you have power. What is this death in there? Is there anything else for this Wheel of Fortune, universe? Yeah, with the Lovers here, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Have faith in love. Have faith that someone, you know, that there are people out there who want what you want, and that there is someone who will be true to you. You know, because that's when you'll find that. What is this Death in the reverse? Yeah, this was someone who is still not over something that with a third party that happened in the past, and this has kept someone very long in a season of solitude and silence that they need to come out of. Yeah, this is somebody who has stopped learning how to reciprocate with others because it's been so long that they've been stuck in the grief process. Stuck in the past. Yeah, and now they're at a point where they're feeling very confused because they've been lost so long in the sort of the world of shadows and the world of in the internal world. And what is, you know, really needed is, you know, to step out and invest in other people. And I'm seeing two pentacles court cards here. So you definitely could be dealing with an earth sign. Yeah. And right behind that, you know, the sun is out, and as is the star. And so I feel like this is saying that, you know, there is clarity and light and hope for you but you have to step up and try to be strong and try to reach out for it. And have faith. Universe, what is this Ace of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups? Is there anything else for the Death in the reverse? I don't think so. I don't think there is. Yeah, that definitely there was a situation where in the past your love was betrayed. Definitely there could be a situation in the past where you were dealing with an Aries and this person betrayed you, possibly over and over, and yet I'm sensing, and they kept you very unhappy, and yet you kept going back, is what I'm sensing here. You didn't fight for yourself. And so this is, and I'm sensing too with this pentacle here, you kept offering your pentacle to someone who wasn't acting as if they wanted it. And so I'm sensing here, you know, you definitely need to pick yourself back up, to change this, to hold back from investing in this person who, from your past, who hurt you. Definitely, you know, could be a fire sign, could be an Aries, definitely. Because you deserve stability, internal stability. You deserve a sense of emotional stability. You deserve to be, emotionally stable. There you go. You deserve to be emotionally stable. You deserve to move on and to a place of peace. Oh, there we have even more signs of you deserve not only emotional stability, but someone who invests in you equally as the King of Cups would invest in the Queen of Cups here. You deserve that stable home, that stable relationship. So you need to make sure that you hold back from over-investing or perhaps, you know, fawning towards somebody in a way that would cause you to sort of betray yourself and your boundaries. I'm just going to leave these out here. You know, you deserve to move on. Oh gosh, yeah. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Could have someone new in your life. Could have a Virgo in your life coming into your life as a new person. Yeah, you need to you need to take better care of your mental and emotional garden. You need to properly care for yourself, Scorpio, and not be so emotionally confused. You need to spend time working on yourself, and most of all, caring for yourself. Because when you don't care for yourself, and you become confused, you end up being able to be easily robbed of your emotional stature and stability. And, people can take what they wish from you, and that's not good. So yeah, definitely. And again, with the Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel that the universe is with you, and that good changes are coming. So, universe, what is this Hanged Man in the reverse in my Scorpio's environment? Yeah, there definitely could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, or a third party. And this is why there's this energy of holding back. But I feel this could also be saying that it's an issue of confidence on your part, that you need to grow your confidence, and that will grow by taking proper care of yourself and prioritizing your own emotional needs. Universe, is there anything else for this Hanged Man in the reverse in my Scorpio's environment? Yeah, there's a lot of effort here at trying to avoid catastrophe, but what I sense that it's doing is it's blocking out life. It's like a lot of isolating. Again, you could be definitely dealing with a Virgo, but what it is actually is you're refusing to build a new life, and refusing to move on, really, and to take a leap and to start something new emotionally with someone new. Yeah, because you're stuck in this energy of being kind of trapped in a transformation process that you can't get over, so you're not moving forward. So there's a real strong need to take care of yourself emotionally, Scorpio, and to find the courage to take risks. Yeah, there could be definitely someone who is influencing you aggressively. I'm also sensing it could help you to speak to someone and not just keep it all to yourself. Maybe even, a friend or a family member, or maybe even like a professional person, just to get the load off your mind. There's no stigma. To just help you move forward in a steady plan of dealing and processing perhaps some things that happened to you. Because, they say time heals wounds, but it doesn't necessarily. Sometimes some wounds require actual help. Kind of like there's a really great coach on here who talks about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, and she used this metaphor of how if you break your leg and you don't go in and get help, time will not heal that wound. It will, even if it does heal, eventually you won't be able to walk well and you'll have a permanent injury. Whereas, you do need to go in and get professional help for that wound to heal. So, universe, what is this Knight of Wands in the hopes and fears space? Yeah, this is you not being able to come out of grief and being afraid to invest emotionally because you've been hurt so much. Yeah, you're just so afraid of being hurt again that you're being very, I feel like this is someone almost being a little bit overly careful and overly traditional in their approach to love, because there's so much fear in terms of being used again or mistreated again. But because we see here that I feel like the universe is still saying, obviously, use your intelligence, use your intuition, but don't let it block things out. Don't become someone who is blocking out love or happiness because you're trying so hard to make sure that you don't get hurt, essentially. So is there anything for this Six of Pentacles in the reverse? I feel like this outcome card is more like part of the message I've already been giving you, and it's the universe is saying that this is not, you're protecting yourself, you're trying to win at all costs, and you're blocking things out. And you're kind of also placing your life into the future rather than being willing to live it now, as a way of explaining and placating your, why you're doing this. But the fact is that you're refusing that what that does is it blocks nurturing from you, it blocks love, it blocks happiness, and it doesn't bring you out of the cold. You're just staying in this place of conflict and keeping everyone at arm's length, because you need to move on from this person and what they did to you. So yeah, I feel like that's your message, Scorpio. I feel like that's enough. And I hope you understand that this message is just like soaked in love from the universe. The universe is not judging you. The universe loves you and wants to give you absolutely every bit of care and help that you need to heal from these wounds. So it's basically just saying, it's not judgment. It's just like, take care of yourself and try to look at these wounds, or if you need help, from someone else to help you get through it, seek that help. You are worthy of it. You deserve it. So yeah, I think that that's your message, Scorpios, and I will speak to you guys soon.